Hello, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while that I've done a real, hold the mic, sit down video, but been doing some shorts, seeing a little more success with those. Obviously, there's not much sample size for either one, but a lot more views on those shorts. And I think it's better form for the smaller bowl games to do that. But as you can see by the title of this video and the shirt I got on, I'm going to start doing some longer form videos for the New Year's Six bowls. It's weird with the New Year's Six being 4 bowl games and 2 playoff games now. I think they should maybe change some of the games in the New Year's Six, have it be actually 8 bowl games and rotate, but obviously with the expanded playoff coming, who cares? First game up, we just do chronologically. The Orange Bowl, Tennessee versus Clemson. I'm clearly not biased in this game whatsoever. There's a lot going on. So there's a big list of opt-outs. Jalen Hyatt, Cedric Tillman, both have opted out. A few transfer guys for Tennessee, but nothing of note. Hendon Hooker obviously is out as well with injured, so that's the top receiver and top quarterback. Tennessee, they got a good running backs now. They can lean on them a bit more than they were beforehand. Joe Milton. The Joe Milton experience, often a joke by Michigan people, because, if a guy's open 10 yards out, he'll throw it 30 yards. Guy's open 30 yards out, he'll throw it 30 yards. There's a guy 70 yards downfield, he'll throw it 30 yards. And bullets at that. He's a big downfield pass. I think that they'll risk him throwing a lot of deep balls in this game. And kind of lean on the run. That's what I think Tennessee will do. Now, they're playing Clemson, one of the best defenses. However, there's a few opt-outs. Miles Murphy opted out. The other good run, what's the other guy's name? Just search this real quick. The other, I think it's Brian Brees is the guy's name. He's the other defensive lineman for the Clemson Tigers. Real quick here. Yeah, Brian Brees, big D lineman. I believe he's playing as of now. So DJ Ungalele is out from the portal. Kobe Pace, backup running back. A few other defensive guys. But their best defensive edge guy is out. So Tennessee probably can lean on the run a bit more than people were throughout the season. But Clemson's elite defense was giving up a lot of points. That's why the over is set currently at 63.5, which is pretty high. Clemson is a 5.5 to 6.5 point depending on who you ask. They're a pretty heavy favorite in terms of a bowl game between pretty close teams. A lot of that is due to quarterback play. So DJ Uwangalele, he is in the portal and he is out, and that leaves the savior, air quotes, for Clemson football. Cade Klubnik is the starter. He's been a really high recruit. People thought he was the next guy in line after Trevor, but DJ came in and started after that one COVID game in at Notre Dame when Trevor was out, and they unfortunately lost that game, but he played pretty well. It's not worked out very well. People were calling for him to get pulled. In the Georgia Tech game that opened the season, Cade came in many times throughout the season and was much better. And Dabo finally gave it up. I don't even know if Dabo gave it up. I think it was more DJ opting out. That kind of was like, all right, it's over. So Cade played in the championship game against UNC. Well, not a great defense, kind of similar to Tennessee's. He sprayed around the field. So it's going to be a difference of styles. Tennessee's going to either have to use their scheme with their backup guys and prove that Coach Heupel's got it going on and knows what he's doing, or it's going to end up just being Tennessee's going to try to run the ball as much as they can, kind of change up their identity a little bit and figure it out. We've seen in the past that these high-powered offenses not getting live reps against active defenses and playing games kind of takes a step back, but I don't think it's as big of a step back as people think. I do think Clemson will win. I think Tennessee will keep it within a touchdown, so do with that what you think. And I think it'll be a bit lower scoring than people think. I know Cade will probably spray it down the field, but Tennessee's red zone defense is pretty good. They play like a prevent type defense against good passing quarterbacks like we saw against Alabama, but they do hold people to field goals a lot. So 63.5, that's a lot of touchdowns. What's that, 8, 9? Yeah, 9 touchdowns, and you're still not even hitting it. So There'll be a lot of scoring in this game, but not as many as I don't think Vegas thinks. I think this is probably like a 31. No, like 31-27 Clemson. I think they might take a lead late, but I would not be surprised if Tennessee wins. They need to keep it close. It'll be very interesting to see with both of these teams coming off of different seasons. So Clemson obviously was supposed to do a lot, go really high, and make the playoff. They won their conference, but 10-2 for Clemson is bad, which is crazy to say. Actually, I think they're 11-2. But going 12-2, getting Dabo back on track a bit, you can build a lot of momentum with the portal. With Cade going in there, if Cade plays well and they have a good off season, this would really help. The extra weeks of practice helps him get some reps under his belt. He was a high recruit coming out of high school, but it's different on the college level. Tennessee's kind of in a situation where the bubble could pop quickly. We kind of talked about this in the earlier video talking Tennessee, but with a guy like Hendon Hooker leaving and your top two receivers arguably leaving, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Do they get a portal guy? Do they go with Joe Milton, or do they go with the savior, Nico Malavea? I've got to work on that one. Nico Malavea. There it is. And see if that's going to be the solution going forward. That quarterback battle will be very interesting and followed along the whole time, but maybe they'll do kind of a similar thing to what Michigan did and switch quarterbacks out the first two games. But yeah, they're losing a lot. So a big win in the Orange Bowl against Clemson really would help out and be like, hey, not that we don't need Hendon Hooker, but we can be okay without him. It'd be a huge win for both teams. I do like that they match these two teams up because both of these teams care a ton. There's a few games that you'll probably see teams not caring. Whether that be Alabama might not care as much, or like USC might not care as much, but I'd be surprised if they don't, get active and get going. So this will be a very good game. I believe it's a standalone, great game. They have the Barstool Arizona Bowl, the Gator Bowl, Sun Bowl, and there's actually a lot of bowl games on. I believe it's at night though. Yeah, it's a standalone game at night. So this is a clear your calendar. New Year's Eve on Friday the 30th. So, I'll be rooting for Tennessee. I will actually be in attendance. Maybe I'll try to do some sort of vlog thing, or I'll do a recap afterwards. Who knows? But yeah, that's what I got for that. First of the 6 bowl games. Let me know in the comments what you think happens. And please subscribe, and thank you for the support as always. And go Vols.